As you are beginning to read through Unit 2, Activity 2, there is developmental theories listed a little bit lower here. So in each of these, you're going to have options to click through these. And so I just wanted to explain a little bit about these. Most of these are sociological theories. Some of them are even psychological theories. And what they all are meant to explain, they are theories created about the idea of launching into adulthood and the things that need to happen in order for that change to occur. So just as an example, I clicked on the first one here, psychosocial. So we're looking at Erik Erikson's theory, and there's actually 2 videos up here that should be accessible and are really good, or you can just look up Erik Erikson's theory and see if you can find any videos that help explain it. This theory is basically the idea that through these stages, typically for stage 1, an individual will go through this from infancy to 1.5 years old, at which point they look at this conflict and they solve it, and they therefore can move on to the next conflict. So typically, in order to move from this stage to this stage, you would have to resolve the conflict, which is mistrust. So once you build trust in those around you and believe in the people around you or know that they will take care of you, you move on to the next stage, which is autonomy, which is where in toddlerhood, they start developing some independence, and the conflict is shame and doubt. If that's resolved typically around this age, then they move on to the next stage. So when we're looking at these stages, Erikson developed different ages and stages in the conflicts they go through and have to resolve at those timeframes. So for anyone in the launch to adulthood, 1, establishing your identity or confusion over your identity. If you don't resolve that conflict, you don't move on to the next one. Without a sense of identity, it's tough to build up intimacy or relationships with other people. And so these are the conflicts in which adults are looking at. And that's what Erikson's theory is all about. Here's the key thing. You may have a 12-year-old who hasn't resolved some of the prior conflicts. So if they're developmentally stuck here in this conflict, then even though they're 12 years old, they have a lot of stages in order to go through before developmentally they're actually at the right age. So all of these are different theories. You may have seen Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. We talk about that in a number of different theories and classes. The idea of meeting your needs. So starting at the bottom and working your way up, as the arrow indicates. There's a great video here that in order to become the very best person that you can be developmentally or moving on in your life, you need to meet your physiological needs. So food, water, clothing, shelter, all of your basic needs. And when you have that, then you can move on to safety. But you can't move on to belonging and self-esteem if you feel threatened or if your safety is threatened. So this can change over a lifetime, unlike Erikson's theory, where you're stuck at a conflict and developmentally you're there until. Erikson's theory understands that you may actually move through these stages at different parts of your life, where you may sort of somewhat move up towards this, but you may actually move back if your safety or physiological needs are compromised, that you actually can't become the very best person. And that's controversial in some ways too. I know The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, both the movie and the book actually talk about this theory and the idea that if you have your safety threatened, that you can actually become a very good person. So questioning this theory in particular. Psychosexual is moving into some Freudian theories. So Sigmund Freud, who is a well-known and somewhat deemed the father of psychiatry, even though it's questionable at best, most of his theories, that it's just looking at developmentally moving into your different personality in different stages. Symbolic interactionism, you might actually remember from the introductory unit in which we talked about different theories, and it's a sociological theory. So all of these theories are about you moving into adulthood and developmentally some of the things that need to happen in order for you to become not only physically an adult, but mentally and developmentally act like an adult. So using those theories, you're going to participate in this discussion. And then this is the reason for the video, is simply to address this assignment right here. So this assignment in particular, looking at the pursuit of happiness, this is a great movie that I often show in a course that I teach. It's HSB for you, which is challenge and change. And we often look at this movie and analyze it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take those theories from up above and you're going to think about how they would explain what's going on in this particular clip, right? So clicking on these and examining not only what the theory is, but how it applies in order to understand this video. Then what you're going to do is you're going to find your own video clip and you're going to pick one of those theories and you're going to apply it to the video or to the situation occurring in the video. For some of you, that may be a very difficult task. And so what I've put in the agenda is that what you're going to be working on is you can use this video clip and use the information down here, but it will result in a lesser grade. I just wanted to give you that information, that more than what this would say. If you chose symbolic interactionism, I would expect a little bit more. You can get no more than a 60 or 65 if you choose to use this video and some of the information. But if you do choose your own video clip from anything that you can find, that you can actually include the clip. Hopefully it's a YouTube video. If not, you can make your own and then put it in and explain what's going on here and then applying the theory. So that's what this particular assignment is. It is really, really important that you go through and you understand what all of these theories are about. Use the content, use the video. You can even look up extra videos if these ones don't help you as much, that you can look up extra videos. There's certainly a lot out there.